find that your squash are flowering and starting to grow squash about this size, but they're starting to go soft on you and look almost like they're rotting, you have one of two problems. First, you should know that when your squash starts to flower like this, the flowers that have the actual fruit on the end of it are the females, and the ones that have no fruit, like this one, and it's just a stem, are the males. So one problem you might have is you only have female flowers, and there's not much you can do about that other than wait for the males to start blooming. But the other problem you might have is you don't have enough pollinators. So you see I have some marigolds here, and that's going to attract the pollinators that help pollinate my squash. But if you don't have enough pollinators, what you can do is actually just break off one of the male flowers. And you can see this is what the male looks like. And you can actually just touch the male to the inside of the female flower. So this is a female because it has a squash on the end. So I'm just going to pollinate this squash myself. I'm going to peel back the flower and just touch it all over the female. And that will pollinate your squash, and it will keep growing and it will not rot on you. I also want to mention that the flowers shown in the previous clips were actually past their point of pollinating. So the time that you want to use the male to pollinate the female is when it's wide open like this. So this is a female plant. This is a spaghetti squash plant. She's ready to be pollinated. So when it's wide open like that, that's when it's ready. And so here's a male down here. He's on his way to closing up. This one is another male, and he's wide open. So I would use this one to pollinate this flower. So when they're wide open, that's when you want to pollinate, and you don't want to actually be opening up the flowers on your own to pollinate because they're past their point. It won't work if you have done it once the flowers have closed up. So make sure the flowers are open and you should have success.